Have you ever wondered what your dog does when they really feel loved? Not the obvious tail wags, but the quiet things, the ones that happen when no one's watching. Most owners think love shows up in big dramatic ways, like cuddles or kisses, but the truth hides in the small stuff. In this video, you'll discover 10 hidden behaviors that prove your dog feels deeply loved. And number 7 is something most owners have never noticed, but it's the sweetest sign of pure love. But before we begin, please like and to support our channel. Now let's see how many of these signs your dog secretly shows. Number 1. Mirrors your emotions. Have you ever noticed how your dog seems to just know when you're upset? Even before you say a word, it's not luck. Dogs are emotional mirrors, and yours is reflecting you. When you're calm, they relax. When you're tense, they stiffen up. This is one of the clearest signs your dog feels deeply loved, because they've learned to tune into you on an emotional level. Scientists from the University of Vienna found that dogs can actually detect human emotions through subtle cues like tone, body language, and even scent. They don't just sense your mood, they feel it. That's empathy canine style. Shelter workers often say you can tell which dogs had loving homes before arriving. They're the ones who still glance at humans for emotional guidance. The connection runs deeper than obedience or training. It's about attunement, the quiet bond built through shared calm and trust. Now, quick question. Does your dog ever seem to copy your mood? Maybe they flop down when you're tired, or suddenly perk up when you laugh. Let me know in the comments, because those stories always melt hearts. When your dog starts acting like your emotional shadow, it's not coincidence. It's love in motion. And sometimes that love shows up in even smaller, quieter ways. Number 2. Checks on you randomly. Does your dog ever just peek into the room for no reason, then quietly walk away? That's not boredom, that's affection. When a dog checks on you without being called, it means they care about your presence. They're not needy, they're making sure their favorite human is still okay. Trainers often call this prosocial behavior, and it's something seen in bonded dogs. They like to know their person is safe even if they don't need anything. It's the same instinct that keeps pack members together in the wild. Some dogs will do a full room patrol before settling down, checking on each family member like a furry security guard. Others just pop their head in and leave, a silent you good before heading back to nap duty. Dogs raised with love don't cling, they check. That small act shows confidence and connection at the same time. It's their way of saying I trust you, but I'm still looking out for you. You might not always notice it, but that tiny visit means more than 1,000 licks. And speaking of trust, there's another behavior that might surprise you. One that looks like distance, but actually means total safety. Number 3. Sleeps facing away from you. It looks like rejection, right? Your dog curls up back to you and falls asleep. But here's the twist. That's one of the strongest signs they feel completely safe. In the animal world, turning your back means trust. It's saying, you've got me covered. Most dogs only do this when they're fully relaxed and confident in their surroundings. It's the same kind of vulnerability they'd show when sleeping beside another trusted pack member. A 2020 study on canine sleeping patterns found that dogs in loving homes spend more time in deep, restful sleep, a state that only happens when they feel secure. So if your pup turns their back and snores away, take it as a compliment. You've created an environment where they can let their guard down. They're not ignoring you, they're protecting you from behind. It's a quiet act of loyalty you'd never expect. Every night, that simple choice of sleeping position tells a story about safety and love. And when they're not resting, some dogs have a whole other way of showing you just how much you mean to them. Number 4. Brings you random gifts. Ever had your dog proudly drop a toy sock or mysterious outdoor treasure at your feet? It's not random, it's instinct. Dogs who feel loved often express it by giving. It's their version of saying, you're part of my pack. In pack life, bringing something valuable, even if it's a slobbery tennis ball, means sharing resources. Trainers say this behavior is especially common in confident bonded dogs. It shows they see you as a teammate, not just a caretaker. Some dogs even try to share food or their favorite toy, which is huge in dog language. You might not want the gift, but they're offering you trust wrapped in fur. Behaviorists explain that dogs mirror what they value most. When they hand you something, they're saying, "This matters to me," and so do you. It's emotional generosity in its purest form. So next time you find a soggy plush toy in your lap, don't just laugh. Recognize it as love. And if you've ever noticed your dog watching you closely before they act, there's a reason for that too. One that goes way beyond obedience. Number 5. Waits for your reaction before acting. You ever catch your dog glance at you before jumping on the couch or exploring something new? That's not hesitation. That's respect. When a dog pauses to check your face before acting, it means they care about your approval. This moment of eye contact is pure communication. Studies from Eötvös Lorand University in Hungary found that dogs are wired to look at their owners for social cues, especially when they're unsure. It's part of what makes them so in tune with us. Trainers love seeing this behavior because it shows emotional maturity. A loved, secure dog doesn't rush to grab attention. They check in first. You might not realize it, but that quick look is your dog asking, "Is this okay?" They've learned to trust your signals more than their own impulses. That's not control, that's connection. And when they get your nod, that tail wag is pure joy. Dogs that trust you don't need to be told every rule. They just need a glance. And when that bond gets strong enough, they start responding to something even subtler. Number 6. Reacts to your voice. Even from another room, you know that moment when you're talking in the kitchen, and suddenly you hear the jingle of paws heading your way. That's not coincidence. Your voice is your dog's favorite sound in the world. Even when they can't see you, they know it's you. And that recognition runs deep. Research from the University of Sussex found that dogs can distinguish their owner's voice from strangers, with amazing accuracy using tone and rhythm alone. It's why you can whisper their name, and they'll appear out of nowhere like a furry ninja. This shows how emotionally tuned in they are. They associate your voice with safety, comfort, and love. For many dogs, hearing you speak triggers a small dopamine spike, almost like you saying, "I'm here." K9 experts say a dog that responds to your casual talking, not just commands, is showing genuine attachment. They're listening because they want to, not because they have to. It's a quiet kind of loyalty most people overlook. And sometimes that connection goes even deeper, not just through sound, but through something much more intimate. Number 7. Matches their breathing to yours when resting. Here's something most dog owners never notice, and it's incredibly sweet. When your dog lies close and slowly syncs their breathing with yours, that's not random. That's emotional harmony. Animal behaviorists call this physiological entrainment. It's the same phenomenon seen between bonded humans like parents and infants. It happens when trust is so deep that your nervous systems literally calm each other. Some studies suggest that a dog's heart rate can drop in rhythm with yours when resting together. That's not just cute. That's love you can measure. This usually happens when your dog feels safest, at night during naps or lazy mornings on the couch. They're not trying to copy you. Their body naturally syncs with the person who makes them feel most at peace. It's one of the rarest signs of deep emotional connection, and once you notice it, you'll never forget it. But even when they're not that close, your dog still finds small, gentle ways to connect with you. Number 8. Touches you gently without needing attention. Ever felt a soft paw on your leg when you're not even talking to your dog? Or that gentle lean when you're sitting still? That's love in its quietest form. A dog that touches you gently, without barking, pawing for play, or begging, is simply checking in emotionally. Trainers call this reassurance contact. It's your dog's way of saying, "I'm here with you," not "Hey, play with me." Many dogs who grow up feeling loved use this kind of touch to strengthen their bond. It's subtle but powerful, almost like holding hands. Shelter volunteers often say the most affectionate dogs are the ones that gently press against you for comfort, not attention. It's emotional grounding, a mix of trust, warmth, and connection. Dogs that feel safe don't need to demand love. They quietly share it. That little touch isn't a habit, it's a message. And if you think that's emotional intelligence, Wait until you see how well they can read your energy. Number 9. Responds to your energy more than your words. Here's a secret: your dog doesn't actually care about what you say. They care about how you say it. Dogs are masters at reading energy. They pick up on tone, posture, and facial expressions faster than you realize. Ever wonder why you can say "good boy" in an angry voice, and your dog still looks confused? That's because they're listening to your vibe, not your vocabulary. Trainers and behaviorists agree that dogs use emotional energy as their main guide. They feel your stress, excitement, and calmness like a sixth sense. In fact, dogs in therapy programs are trained to respond to heart rate and body tension long before words even happen. When your dog adjusts their behavior to match your energy, becoming calm when you're tired, or perking up when you're happy, that's emotional intelligence built through love. They've learned to trust your emotional weather report. And when that trust runs deep enough, it shows in the most heartwarming way of all. Number 10. Waits patiently. Even when excited. You know that happy wiggle your dog does when you grab the leash. That's pure joy. But when they wait before jumping or barking, that's love with self-control. Dogs raised with kindness learn emotional balance. They know excitement isn't a free-for-all. It's shared energy with their person. Experts say patience is one of the most beautiful signs of a secure bond. A dog that feels loved doesn't act out of fear or desperation. They trust you'll get to them. That's why they can sit still even when every muscle wants to sprint. It's not obedience. It's confidence in your consistency. Some behaviorists even call it calm attachment. It's the ultimate proof that your dog feels seen, safe, and understood. When your dog can hold their joy long enough to wait for your cue, that's respect built on love, not dominance. And that's the real story behind every well-loved dog. They don't just behave differently, they feel differently. Now you know the secret signs your dog shows when they truly feel loved. But what if you could make them feel that way instantly, just by saying the right words? So watch our next video to learn more about the 10 secret words that melt your dog's heart the moment you say them. If you skip it, you might keep missing the easiest way to make your dog feel safe, seen, and completely adored.